What's up? Fred here, Phil Spectre. But don't call me that if you see me in real life, because my name is Fred. You get it? Yeah, you get it, fam? Yeah, dude. Yeah, you get it, though? Yeah. Alright, cool. Now we got that out of the way. Why did you click? What's that video? It's not music. I'm not seeing some dude with a cell phone pointing in his fucking screen trying to show me some dumbass music. Yeah, I know. It's sad. It's a sad day. But, hey, it's life. What I'm actually doing here is, I want to present a new format of video and do some small seminar about tips and tricks and mixdown and mastering stuff. Why, might you ask? Well, the answer is simple. You know, like in the dubstep politics scene, when we exchange music to each other, we get asked questions, or we ask questions to producer. And I get asked a ton, which I'm super humble for, hands down. Thank you, non-existing God, about it. So, and yeah, I get asked questions, and I'm always answering like the same question. So I figure, hey, why not? You know, like I think I got some knowledge I could use, and I could share with my mates, my peers, my producer, all these cool dude and gal, you know. So let's do it. And this is actually why you clicked on there, because you want to get to God's level. Shout out Kanye. So yeah, let's get started. I hope you enjoy them. If you have questions, please feed my inbox once again. I mean, I'm probably going to tell you in 6 months that I did a video about it anyway, because, you know, we get busy, we get Sean Paul, we get it, alright? So, no problem about that. If you have topics you want to discuss, or shit that you want me to put my hands on and try to fucking slice and dice, let me know. Not in the comment below. This feels like YouTube, and it's not. But yeah, just let me know about it, and we'll do some stuff, man. I'm always wanting to help out people, and yeah, so let's do it. Welcome to day one of Phil Spectre producing Masterclass, but without the cardinal sins of EDM, please. All right, change of screen. Sorry, I'm working in 4:3 mode, so I don't have widescreen. Since I have 2 screen, you're gonna have to deal with that blankness over there on top, here and there. So anyway, number 1, putting the high in the fi, 420ing your tracks. For my smokers out there, I see you. So let's say you have drums that you sampled from vinyl, or you know, any sources. That ain't up to today's standards, because we quite have like weird standards nowadays in comparison to like the 80s. This is quite due to the fact of the medium, I think. When you think about vinyl back in the 80s, that was how people were consuming music. Vinyl has about a bandwidth of like 50 to 60 dB range. That's your headroom. That's the loudest you can go. It's about 60 dB. From 0 to 60. And way music was mixed back then, like more dry perhaps, less compression, it breathed more. I mean, audiophiles knows about this shit for sure. So when you come out and you just bought a new vinyl, you sample it, you're super like, oh my god, the sample's so nice, and do that, let's say a break, drum breaks, okay? And you try to incorporate these elements into your track, and it's not cutting it at all. It sounds muddy, and there's no high, it's not punchy enough. And you say, well, man, I listened to Beat It on vinyl and it fucking slaps. Like, why can I get my shit to slaps that way? Well, it's all about frequency and, you know, how you mix it in your project. Like, we're doing EDM, sorry for coining this term, but like, it is what it is. It's electronic music, for better words. And everything is maxed out, you know, like we use maybe at max 10 dBs of dynamic range. So everything is limited, compressed, maximized, so it's like fucking slap you in the face like you would somewhere else. so when you happen to like take a sample and incorporate it, doesn't work. So what can you do to solve that? Well, let me show you what you can do. You'll decide by yourself. Does it sound great? So we have a loop here. All right, let's listen to it. Alright, cool stuff. Sounds great. It's cool. But you know what? It lacks something, you know. And this is mostly due to, let me explain something about sampling and incorporating an element in your mix. Vinyl has about 50 dBs of dynamic range. Your total headroom from the quietest sounds to the loudest sound is around 60 dB max. So you don't have much to work with. Well, actually you fucking do, because like nowadays in electronic music we go like, if you make club tracks, it's up to maybe 5-7 dB that we use max. And it's funny because with digital age we could use up to 144, and now 144 is super like too much, because after 115, 120 your ears will just pop and bleed out, you know. So that's why I say using 16 bits when you're delivering masters for digital or people to play out is more than enough, because 16-bit is 96 dB. You'll never make a track that has 96 dBs of dynamic range, trust me, unless you're doing orchestral stuff. But this is not what we're making. We're making cloud banger for people to get fucking wasted. So yeah. So let's say, right, we sampled your vinyl, and we have an Hammond break in there, as you can see just right there. And it sounds great, but first off, the Hammond break is mono. That's how it was recorded. It's mono, and it lacks some frequencies into it. It sounds very meaty and stuff. What can you do to tackle this issue? Quite simple, and we're gonna do it right now. It's gonna take 2 minutes, and then I'm done talking. You can go on with your day. So, whoops. Duplicate. Alright, cool. What you have, you're gonna make a bus in which you're gonna use an octaver. I'm using stock plugins here, so octave up, which will just take all of your single, pitch it up 1 octave, 12 semitones. Stock, as you can see, I'm just putting the chunks back because this software works like that. It sounds better this way. So from there, you just want to route the track you're using into the octaver. Very easy to do. Octave up, bang, there you go. I'm gonna press play and work with try to fiddle and see what's the best spot, you know. All right, so let's solo this stuff. That's it. It's more open now. There's more frequency. We're adding woohoo, harmonic contents to the sound. But it's still mono. So what would you do? And this is where I'm gonna itch you up with a free plugin that you need to get, because it is the sauce. It's called Free Has from Vesco Effects. What Has Effects is actually you take a signal. You add delay to it, but like very minimal amount. We're talking about from 3 milliseconds up to like 30, 35. This one's go up to 40. But you know, like these goes to 11, so like, you know, who cares? The more you add delay to your Has effect, the more it sounds like Elvis Presley when he used to sing. You know, like it started there, but you can feel the sound is just traveling. And you don't want that for like a clear stereo image. You want something that is quite short, quick decay, and just like expand these sounds in stereo. So we're gonna start at 1 millisecond, and let's just do it, and you'll see the sound will widen up. I'll start with like this effect bypass. I'll open it, and then we'll play with it, and you'll see. So there you go. You add harmony content, you spread it with Has, and then you start with something that was from 0 to 100, and it sounds great. And what's cool with this is that you can use it on vocals, on guitar, any instrument, synths, everything but bass actually. And it just works, and it's super easy to do. And I think, well, I'll use it all the time, especially on vocals and guitar, to like just make everything much wider, you know, sort of wall of sound stuff. So yes, so there you go for lesson 1, putting the high and fi. It took 5 seconds well, more like 5 minutes, but like, and that's it, you know. We can try and experiment and add it to like most of the other stems that I got here and see like what happens with it. There you go. Hope you had fun. If you need anything, ask me. If you want some stuff you need to be covered, ask me too. It'll be a pleasure. That being said, I hope you learned something. Have a great day. Respect. And go buy my shit. Yeah.